Hey, what's going on, guys? Nick's Daily here back. So I made a video earlier, and unfortunately the internet was down in my town, so I couldn't get it out. But it's 3 a.m. right now, and I wanted to remake this video because I saw on Twitter that the Knicks were uncertain of a Donovan Mitchell trade, and obviously they have the assets. Like the Knicks have the picks, they have young players to go get Donovan Mitchell. But the question is, should they? And to me, the answer is no. I mean, Jalen Brunson, Donovan Mitchell, RJ Barrett, and Julius Randle is a very, very good team. I think that could take anyone to 6 games, but as it starts to rain, that's unfortunate. Hopefully the audio sounds fine. I'm recording this on my iPhone. You know, I've got my Blue Yeti right here. Okay, I don't think we're going to be able to record this video. All right, what's up, guys? Nick's Daily here. No face cam for this video. I'm going to be doing them in the future moving forward, though. But I just want to say I've been, like, super hyped about the Knicks. Of course, I wanted DeJounte Murray. Best case scenario, we traded for DeJounte Murray and brought in Jalen Brunson. I mean, that would have been just absolutely crazy, bro. I mean, Murray went for Danilo Gallinari, and I think it was like 4 first-round picks, which isn't that bad, honestly. I mean, Murray's in basically the prime of his career, coming off an All-Star season. The Knicks need a point guard, but the more I think about it, the Knicks, they kept all of their future assets and they brought in a player who just broke out. He was good in the playoffs. Like, we know Jalen Brunson can ball out in the playoffs. And you had guys like Desmond Bane and John Morant and Mikal Bridges coming out and saying that, look, Jalen Brunson is a bucket, bro. Like, I don't get why these people that don't know basketball or play basketball are saying the Knicks are overpaying. I'm taking the word of those guys. I mean, obviously, Bridges and Bane, they're not all stars, but I mean, Bridges is pretty damn close, and John Morant's a superstar. So the Knicks, they got a real one. They got a point guard. They got someone that, when his contract ends, will be what, 29? He'll still be in his prime by the time that ends. And Jalen Brunson, from what I've seen, he's got a great personality. He wants to work hard, and I think he'll really be able to embrace the Knicks. But this video is like more so about, like, I've talked about the young guys so much. I'm gonna kind of mix it in and just give you like a bunch of random things that are going on. I want to talk about Isaiah Hartenstein, bro. I want to talk about Isaiah Hartenstein so bad. But basically, like, the reason why I actually made this video is because if the Knicks were to trade Derrick Rose, which they absolutely, well, not necessarily they absolutely should, because I like Rose coming off the bench and stuff like that when he's healthy, which is rarely. But let's just say, hypothetically speaking, the Knicks were to trade Derrick Rose. So their average age will be 23.8. It's just ridiculous. I mean, I'm 23, so the fact that the Knicks without Rose, their average age will be basically, well, not basically, would be the same age as me, is just crazy to think about. That's how young the Knicks are, and a lot of fans of other teams are hating on the Knicks, hating on Brunson, hating on the Knicks being stuck in mediocrity. But the thing is, I mean, those days are long gone. I mean, the Knicks are no longer stuck in the middle. And this season, they probably will be. Like, I think the Knicks will be a first, maybe a first round exit, maybe a second round exit. I don't think the Knicks are going to be in the Eastern Conference Finals, but moving forward, I think the Knicks are only going to get better. Once we get a new coach, once we move Randall, once we continue to develop these guys, Jalen Brunson gets used to the system, I think the Knicks are in a really good position because they're not going out there and making bad moves. I mean, Jalen Brunson is going to be like the 47th at the top of my head, or 48th highest paid player in the league. He's obviously, one of the most highest paid point guards, but he's right up there with a guy like D'Angelo Russell and, Ben Simmons, and, like, not necessarily Ben Simmons, but I mean, like, if you look at players that are more paid than Brunson, like, you've got D'Lo, you've got guys like Ben Simmons, obviously like Kyrie Irving, and you've got a bunch of different random players, but I don't think Jalen Brunson is overpaid. I mean, this is a guy who, again, last season averaged 20.4 points, 7.5 assists, and 3.9 rebounds in 17 games without Luka. So we know that when he's given the keys to the offense, he does a very good job. He's an efficient player. And one of my favorite things about Brunson is the following. So Chris Haynes says that he's talked to people in Brunson's circle who thinks that he has another level to reach that he just couldn't with Dallas because he played with the most ball dominant player in the league. I mean, of course, Brunson is going to play a much different role in New York than he did in Dallas. He's going to be running the offense. Everything is going to be through him. I mean, RJ Barrett, we know he can play on the ball and stuff like that, but I mean, RJ Barrett is going to be doing a lot of work, like off ball and downhill and stuff like that. And I mean, RJ Barrett is defending the best wing on the opposing team. This is a guy that has a huge, task on both sides of the ball too. So the fact that RJ is going to be able to get rest is awesome, and I really want to see the Knicks just push it in transition. And we know the Knicks can fend, and now the Knicks, they added another player that not another because they didn't even have a player like Brunson. I mean, the Knicks haven't had a player like Brunson in a long time, guys. I mean, like I couldn't even tell you the last time the Knicks had a point guard as talented as Brunson. Probably like Stephon Marbury, Mark Jackson type of player. But I do think Brunson can get to another level. He's going to be really motivated, and it seems like he just kind of fits New York and like what they're trying to do, and that's why the Knicks were so high in him. And yeah, there's just no doubt in my mind that he's overpaid. Like I'm not even just saying that because he ended up going to the Knicks. Like the more I thought about it, I was like, the more I'm actually intrigued by Jalen Brunson because the Knicks didn't have to give up unprotected picks. Like what happens if the Knicks give up their unprotected picks and they end up being like top five or something like that? I mean, that would be a disaster. That's like what's hurt the Knicks in the past. So, and I mean Jalen Brunson, dude, like everyone's praising him, bro. NBA players, executives, GMs. I mean everyone is high on Jalen Brunson, so and I think Knicks fans are really starting to come around on him. But the team did make a move, man. They went out and brought in Isaiah Hartenstein. I had a picture saved that I wanted to talk to you guys about, but I have like 1,500 photos, so I'm not digging through them. But basically, in Hartenstein's last 12 games, he shot the three ball exceptionally well. We know he can defend. He's only 24, I want to say. So, I mean, Isaiah Hartenstein played for the Rockets, and I watched him play a ton. I don't know why the Rockets ever got rid of him. Obviously, he ended up like moving around and stuff like that. I think he was with the Clippers, and he was with the Nuggets, but he's in New York. He signed a 2-year deal. The thing about Hartenstein is, what happens with Jericho Sims? I mean, because now you have Mitchell Robinson. Oh yeah, speaking of Mitch, he's actually back. He's signed a 4-year, $60 million deal, so that's $15 million a year. Great value. I know there was talks about Mitch getting like around 20. I mean, that's great value for Mitchell Robinson, and of course, I mean the Knicks like giving one of those your rookie like the rookie deals and like RJ Barrett is soon due for his, but those, I think they call them rookie scales. I could be wrong. That might not be the right terminology, but finally the Knicks actually gave one out, which is awesome. Mitch is back. Obviously, RJ Barrett will be back soon. The Knicks are working on that. Probably be around 28 to 30 million. So, but yeah, you've got Mitchell Robinson, you've got Isaiah Hartenstein, you've got Jericho Sims. I mean, worst case scenario is I guess somebody gets injured, and now you have more depth. And best case scenario is the Knicks are able to find a way to get all these guys out there and develop them the right way. I mean, three centers, there's not going to be enough room for that. But Jericho Sims did show a lot of promise, but the Knicks they looked at Hartenstein and they said, "Hey, man, this is a depth right here. Is a good player. His size, he kind of fits what we're trying to do with his skill set. So let's just bring him in." But yeah, I mean, the bottom line is the Knicks are a young team, and pretty much like everyone on this team is young. Like there isn't really a lot of veterans. I mean, the Knicks still have a couple of guys they're trying to clear out with like Rose and Tobbs Gibson, but I mean, even like Randall, Randall's in the prime of his career, so Knicks are doing things the right way, bro. They definitely are heading in the right direction. I think they'll make the playoffs, but they still have their future. They still have the young guys. Like the fact that the Knicks kept topping so far in IQ and Cam Reddish is awesome to me. It's music to my ears. So go out there, make the playoffs, keep developing, keep getting better, get some playoff experience, and yeah, go from there. But yeah, outside of that, make sure you guys join my Knicks Discord, bro. Man, it's dead right now. I need some guys in there to talk Knicks with. Like the video if you haven't already, and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. We're trying to hit 2,000 subs ASAP. And if you have any like video requests, feel free to let me know down below. Love to hear from you. And yeah, hopefully I can talk to you guys soon, bro. And yeah, it's Knicks Daily. I'm out. Peace.